Hey guys, Pimp here, and we got let's start this interview. Hypes, I believe you wanted to say the first question.
My scooter!
I'm not sure I'm supposed to respond to that one.
Okay. Well, Hype's question was, what do you think of Slim Jesus?
Dude, he's always posted up on the Frank block with my fucking gang. He is absolutely the trillest rapper to ever come out. Where is he from? He's from Atlanta, right?
I
Dude,
think.
From Memphis.
he's changing the rap game. There was only one other rap song other than Drill Time that united the world, and that was Soulja Boy's Crank That. When Soulja Boy's Crank That came out, that was a rap song that the world came into harmony when that song came out. Everybody knew it. Started the jerking phase. Niggas started wearing slim jeans and Vans. Slim Jesus is a revolutionary, just like Soldier Boy. That's all I have to say on that.
Okay. So, next thing, how did TGS start?
It was a meme. First of all, started off as a sick Minecraft clan with me and M Roots. We were some sick Minecraft PvPers, and we wanted a really cool name to go along with it. And our first name was Honey Puff Renegade, but we decided that was just too cheesy for us, so we went to our feminine side and adopted Team Girl Scouts. And then when we made the Tory Bash clan, we were friends with pretty much only dual scammers. And so in reality, we would have never gotten official under any circumstances because we were literally just all dual scammers and people who really didn't care other about the game other than to dual scam. But they kind of had to force it to give us because A, Ryan was a shit clan admin, and two, we won the clan league. So it's really the only reason why we're around here today. Oh, it was formed from
Okay.
dual scammers because we were all dual scammers, and it was fun to know each other from that whole scene.
So even
Pretty much to
you,
this day, everybody in the clan kind of scams each other still. It's kind of great.
even you were a dual scammer?
Nah, I would never do such a thing. I was the
So,
leader. I could never get caught up in that. It's like a den of thieves.
so why did you wait so long to get to like become a staff member?
Well, first off, I was a really edgy kid, and I thought being staff was like the lamest thing ever. It still kind of is, but I thought it'd be cool to go against it. And two, I actually applied first and got declined because my application was shit, and I was also a shithead. And after that, I applied again. Well, actually, I was a replay board mod for 3 years, but then I applied the GM, and I'm probably around this time last year, and I got declined like immediately. My app was actually the worst thing ever. And when I applied again in like October, I got accepted around November. But in reality, I did want to be one. I just like I wasn't cool enough, dude.
And why did
Like
you like leave Help Squad?
that was part of the April prank, dude. The
Oh,
long running April prank to get Cure fired 9 days after the prank. That was the true prank, by the way.
the true prank was
Yeah,
getting
we,
Cure
we were
fired.
putting him in. Yeah, we were putting him in admin for like 9 days, and it was like a very delayed prank. The whole community was in on it besides Cure. It was really just it was a April Fool's against Cure. He was the April Fool this year.
So, do you think
I
Stellar
don't even
should
know
get?
how I became Help Squad. To be fair, he was talking about Help Squad. I wasn't even part of the prank. I just said, "Hey, Cure, can I be Help Squad?" And he used his like day one admin powers and he just made me one. I was like, "Okay, dude." I was the sickest Help Squad member of all time for the 3 days I was. By the way, I contributed way more than all these other niggas. That's all I have to say on that.
And then like,
Fox, Wizard, they not got shit on me.
you got demoted or like you just left?
No, it was just part of the April prank, dude.
Oh,
So as soon as that ended, it was over.
so what what other clans do you really like?
What other clans do I like? Well, I hate No. It's like the worst clan in the game. It's full of like power abusing admins. It's kind of like a circle jerk around there. It's just a bunch of dick strokers. who they're all in staff as a thing. They just make their friend staff. See why I'm in staff and I'm just a shithead in the scamming clan. Sigma's kind of trash too. It's got Macius in it. He likes Airbud though. That's his redeeming factor. There's Stephen Beatty, aka Fail. He's okay, but he's kind of a little bitch. I like T though. T's a cool clown. It has numbers in it. He's my daddy. Internet's in that. That's kind of a. I don't know what to think about that, dude. He was talking shit on the other squadcast about me. How about slipped and fell on my back while trying to kick an anime girl in the river. Little did he know as soon as he laughed at me for that, I threw that bitch right in his face. I still have that shit too. It's covered in his blood. Shouldn't have laughed at me.
So I guess.
Oh wait, no.
internet-
Hold on. There's one clan I do like. It's King of the Iron Fist Tournament.
King of the Iron Fist.
Tekken. That
Dude,
clan is fucking sick. That is the coolest clan in the game. Let's
So-
see what the other ones are. Oh, Evolution's awesome. Shout out to my boy Tripstone. He's one of my favorite people in the game. He's the nicest person I've ever met. And Time for Wrecked. That's an awesome clan too. They all have cute dog avatars with various vegetables on their heads, such as Miss Z, CZ, Toja. He's got one with an onion on his head and an astral plane background. Cop Minister, he's got that texture set with just the weed leaves on it. Fucking 420 Blaze It. Shouts out to him, dog. That's really it. Those are the two clans I like. Pretty much every other one shit. Actually, I love Alpha. Alpha's probably my favorite clan out of all of them. Shouts out to my boy Dr. Hacks.
Dr. Hacks is in Parrot.
Shouts out to my boy Dr. Hacks.
So I believe you joined T for like some time, like you left TGS and joined T, but it was only for like a week or two, I think.
It was a month. I kind of had a self-realization about how shit my clan was. I was like, I've been in this shit for 2 years. We're not getting anywhere. We're just full of the same old, like, raggers and losers that we've always had. It's still the same now. It's just, I kind of felt bad for them. It's like, they're all people who can't live on without me. Like, if I'm not there, they're just gonna fall into a BT. Like, I gotta say, Team Girl Scouts has gotta be the worst clan. We fucking lost to Clan No. That's why I left. They fucking beat us. They beat us in, the Clan League the year before that. And it finally hit me like a year late. And I'm just like, I hate this clan. I still hate the clan. It's shitty. Our clan's board's just filled with fucking awesome posting fucking anime, and I hate him.
Yeah, I
Really
think
makes
you
me
guys
myself.
you had Nimble Thief for a while, and that's when
Yeah.
I think you guys were at the lowest. But
So I do own a cane toad. His name's Pimples, like the battle toad. Shouts out to Pimples.
so you're basically only in TGS because
Because I feel bad for everybody else in it, yeah.
and
I'm not really friends with anybody in it, though. It's come to a point that they just kind of look up to me and they need me. I don't need them. I can be in anything I want. I know that in my heart, so I just kind of stick down with the losers.
very humble, very humble,
Probably the most humble guy I've ever met.
definitely. So, why do you think Ryan left TGS? I mean, yeah, he left TGS for Parrot.
Well, first off, I'd like to say fuck him. When he was an admin, he was going out of his way to do me a solid, which was sell me TC and spawned items for RuneScape Gold. So I sold him some RuneScape Gold, and I bought a championship belt. The one that unbeknownst to me, you can't see it in game, so he scammed me on that front. And then he sold me a GM badge when I wasn't a GM. Shouts out to him for that. That was the one thing he came through on, and I still have that, so I've got 2 of them. And the fact that I beat him in a RuneScape duel, like a stake, and he never sent the items, so he probably got like scared I was gonna actually come and fight him, so he just kind of left. We're not on speaking terms anymore after that. I think I kind of, bullied him into submission. That's why he got fired. If you know, he got fired because of a thread on my board stating he should get fired, made by our boy Hobo. Not really on speaking terms with him anymore because he was talking shit in the other squad cast. Shouts out to Hobo.
So
So who is your squad? Who's in your squad, Orko?
In my squad,
Yeah, who's the goon squad?
who's the goon squad? Um, That's a good question. Gotta say, I'm good friends with Cure. I like Zenboy. Tank and I have actually really hit it off lately. Me and Ellie are good friends.
Yeah, man, I heard Tank. He's a really good guy.
Shouts out to UG Kratos. He's a good guy. Shocky, Itemp, Devil. Those are the boys, dude.
Mm.
The best of friends. Tripstone too, as I said before. He's the homie since way back. That's really all it is too at the Goon Squad 1738 plus up. My in order.
So, next to internet, who else from Tory Bash have you met in real life?
Internet. That's about it. Gonna meet Sigus this summer. Possibly Hobo and McKinley. Well, I mean not Hobo. It would be McKinley and Sigus. So McKinley is UG Kratos. So I'll probably just meet UG Kratos and Sigus this summer. And then in 2017 I'll probably meet Ed, Faint, Rye, and Jinx.
So you said earlier that Numbers was your daddy. How did that come to be?
Well, I knew him since 2010, and essentially, when I started making replays, I was following his footsteps. And when I'd call him, he looked down on me so much that he pretty much just verbally abusing me. I don't want to go into it, man. It's kind of triggering. Basically, till now, really, when I've kind of asserted the dominance and removed him from stock replays because I'm so immensely better than him at replays that I just said, "Fuck you, you're out." I'm talking shit about my replays for this many years. So I'm gonna chop you. I know you're good enough, but I'm not having this shit, man. You talk shit. I control the stock. You're out. Zink zoinks. But I call him daddy because A, he's cute. He's got the dad bod aesthetic. He's been talking down to me, so he's kind of like above me in a way. And one day he said, "You know what? You're going to call me Daddy from now on." So I renamed the Daddy. And his first name's Giovanni, which is probably the dumbest name I've ever heard. So I don't like calling him Giovanni, so I prefer to call him Daddy. It's cute.
That's quite the story, man. I agree.
It's mainly because his first name sounds retarded. Same thing with Internet. His first name's really dumb, so I've always called him Edgar. He looks like an Edgar. He looks like the guy, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He looks
Oh,
just
yeah.
like that.
Oh, dang, dude. That guy's sexy, man.
He's got serious aesthetic.
Dang.
So, what do you think is the greatest achievement of TGS?
There's a lot of them, dude. There really is a lot of them. The first one has got to be finding the sole savior of Tory Bash itself, and that's Bondarenko. Shouts out to my boy. Bless up to Bondarenko. He really carried us through the first clan league and really just has abandoned us since. We haven't won shit since then. We've gotten to the finals like 3 times, and every time we've kind of just caved and, fuck everybody. I should go back to T in all honesty. After this, I'm going to join T. I just kind of have another one of those self-realization moments how bad TGS is. Probably the holiday movie nights to watch Airbuds every time there's a nice holiday. Shouts out to Fadlu and Rye and Not New for showing up to Spooky Buddies on Halloween night. That was a good achievement. The best one is probably the fact that 7 of our members have made it into Con videos. That's probably the best one, though.
Liar has been in so many.
I've been in a few, dude. He calls me Orko-sama in his videos, dude. Orko-sama.
Dude,
Con called me Orko-sama. He sent me a PM the other day, and I fucking took a screenshot of it, and I printed it out and framed it in my house. It's in
dude,
my living room.
Concon's quite a legend, ain't he?
I'm actually not kidding about that. I literally printed his screenshot out and framed it. I am so honored to receive a screenshot from him.
Man.
So, are you and Con's like really good friends?
I don't know him. I'm just a huge fan. Probably his biggest fan. I make a point to comment on most of his videos that involve me, because that's the only reason I like look at YouTube is I just Google my name and hopefully I'm in something. And then when I see him in his, I get so hyped when I comment and say, "Hey man, biggest fan, dude. Con, you've really removed the struggle from my life in these dark times. I get to see myself and I get to hear you call me Orko-sama, big senpai. Man, I wish I could just polish his big bald head for him. Cocoa butter, honey. Just the whole works. I'd do that for him."
Mm.
So being the replay Elmon for 3 years, it's pretty clear that like the whole replay thing, it's like kind of separate from like the rest of the staff positions, but it's like not really named, I guess. So, and I'm pretty sure like you're in charge of like most of it, right?
Of just like things involving replays? Well, I'm
Yeah.
not. Well, I'm directly in charge of what goes into the stock folder. I'm in charge of making sure record bounties get sent out, and I set that whole thing up. But other than that, I've kind of just been power playing my way into that position. I've basically been just saying, "Hey, man, this is my job," and I haven't really been getting like any confirmation in that. And I kind of just arrived at this position on that way. And I guess it is kind of different from other staff positions. Like normal local moderators don't really have to do a lot of this stuff, but it's just a very strange position what's involved in it because of like having to know how to like verify book of record stuff and having to send out the record bounties with TSA people and such. And a lot of us who are on the LMOD team do judge what goes into the stock folder. It is kind of a weird local mod position, yeah.
So, do you think it would ever be like a separate position on the staff?
I've been thinking about proposing that, but there really is no need. As far as I'm aware, the staff positions are really for things that would need to be separately contactable for. And since we don't really have anything to specifically contact us for, there's really no need other than, stuff in the board itself. So there's kind of no point. I guess there would be like one position for those who control the stock records, and that's me. And if it was like a super like publicly known thing, there'd be literally no point, since it's not like what I do should be like known and people should be sending me stuff. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it'd be cool and more things to dick stroke about, but other than that, no. That's kind of like why Clan Squad only has the user title. It's because if there's anything to contact like a clan about or for clans, it's more than likely supposed to be for clan management because we're basically just L mods of the board. We have nothing to do other than that. And so if you need to contact a clan person directly, it's gonna be for something that's related to clan management rather than Clan Squad. So there's really no need for like a colored name or anything like that.
Okay. So you pick what goes into the default folder. So you picked your replay to go in?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I just power played that in. No, there's a whole committee, but pretty much my job is to submit it. In theory, I could just change it and add like all of Thigis' replays, which I'm planning to do. I already submitted that version. Thigis is going in just 21 of his replays. So basically, the committee right now, some of the last committee has gone inactive and we're starting to stock up again. So in theory, when Nearly's computer stops catching on fire, it's gonna be me, Puska, Internet Nearly, and Assassin Pro, and we're looking to add like another 30 Gravity Replay realism person to it because we're kind of lacking in that department. But we don't know if there's any really good candidates with logical decision making for that right now, so we're gonna wait on that front, and then we'll start up for the new stock because it's been a year since we put that last one in. Since it took Campa a year to put it in.
So if somebody wanted to like be like a replay person, would they have to like first become really good at replays and then like contact you, or
A replay person? You mean like a
yeah,
stockholder
yeah,
guy?
stock
Well, I
guy.
mean, you don't have to be good. It's just you have to have like good like judging skills, I guess. Like Puska and all of them are great. Like nearly, he's like in stockholder. But then there's like Assassin Pro. He's like a great rifle maker, but he's not like the toppest tier. But he has excellent like judging skills, and he's humble about certain things. And that's why we chose him, because he's good at like picking really who does deserve to be in it, rather than like this nigga's my homie. And yeah, there would be really no need to PM me. It's
Okay.
people who are gonna be active in hashtagging Ormo who are gonna get it, so it's just more convenient. I wouldn't like want to ask you to be in there unless you're like already in there.
And another thing, I remember you told me that CNC is worthless. Can you like explain that?
Okay, that's just my opinion, and that's actually me and a few others' opinions. That's like me, Larvin, and Tuska's opinion. I mean, I think that stems from how humble we are. We don't like it when people say anything of our replays are bad, because it just offends us and makes us not want to make replays anymore, rather than like helping us. And it like if someone says any part of my replays even like kind of like worse than something else, I get deeply offended. Like I just kind of like sulk for hours. It hurts, man. I make it for the people. I don't make it for myself. And if one of the people I try to please is upset, I'm upset too. You know. But in reality, I really don't think CNC helps unless it's something obvious. Like try to focus on holding your neck more if you're gonna not actually move it, rather than sitting around like a fucking Mike Tyson bobblehead. Um, or like if it's trying to be directly realism, hey man, stop toe jumping. But I dislike when people like, hey man, that didn't have a pose, dude. All replays need a pose.
Yeah,
Hey man, your 30 gravity uke bashing replay isn't realistic. How could you, dude?
like that one post Shiro made on Falu's thread.
I don't know what that was. I remember there was like a bunch of posts on Falu's thread regarding Shiro. Shouts out to Shiro. He's also one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. He's the fam. Everybody knows me and him get like along really well. One of the coolest people.
Okay, I'm gonna. You called him he, and internet actually told me. By the way, breaking news, guys, that Shiro is actually a guy.
Shiro is a guy.
Whoa, whoa,
That
whoa!
is me
That's
confirmed.
controversy. I heard she is a
Breaking
girl.
news, guys. You got it here from
Breaking news,
the
guys. Shiro cheated in the single player cup by stealing Muse to replay.
N-
Breaking
Oh,
news.
are they the same person?
some more breaking news, guys. So
They're the ooh. Hold
so
on.
is Shiro gonna get banned for this?
No.
So
It
so
would
you
be
guys
like
are just okay
it'd be,
with like replay stealing?
well, we found out like very, very recently is the thing. I'm not gonna hit you with that cure, like I'm not gonna hit him with that cure like 7 month later ban.
Ooh.
Um I'm just saying, dude. I'm just
Okay.
saying. Shouts
You
out to my boy Kier.
you heard it here,
Social
guys.
prank, by the way.
Not only is Shiro a liar about basically her gender,
Everything.
but she is also a replay stealer to the
Dude, no
second
way.
degree.
You're lying. So, Orko, many
Hey,
have
dude.
been talking about that you are the face of Tory Bash. How does that make you feel?
Trill.
Well, he really is. He's like the nicest guy. Like when I met you, like when I first started playing, like I immediately was trying to get in TGS, but I didn't really know any better. So I just thought that
TGS, I
was
gotta say,
funny.
people at TGS are very warm-hearted and welcoming towards outsiders. Specifically Zapek, by the way. Shouts out to Zapek. Nicest man in the recruitment thread ever, by the way. Big old Finnish guy with a big old sweetheart. Homeland warrior. Still in the army, I believe. Still comes back just to give new users warm welcomes. Shouts out to my boy Pimp Master X, who had the single sickest username before he got a dumb name change to Pimp, or so-called name change to Pimp. I don't know really what happened, Kier's the one who knows about that one. Ask Kier. He's handling that case. Pimp Master X. Shouts out to
Pitmaster
him.
X was pretty sick. Not gonna lie. So, other than that, being the stock guy, like there has to be something else you did in this community, like staff wise. But before recently when you became Elmod, or not
Um,
Elmod.
I was staff in 2009. On my old account. It's permaban now. Um,
Why?
it was bad days. Let's not revisit those. Um, what
Oh, you have
happened
to
was
revisit them.
is I was 12. I think no, I must have been 11, and I kept bugging Itchy about making me beginner sanctuary moderator, and basically he said, you know what, fuck it. Okay, he's gonna give me a challenge, and he said 2 weeks from now. Didn't say exact date. You have to ask me at this exact time. It was like 5:39 or something for me to make you a beginner sanctuary Elmod, and he wouldn't tell me his time zone or where he lived. I didn't know what a time zone was, but I asked him during my time, and he so happened to live in my previous time zone. So that worked out for me, and I became a beginner sanctuary Elmod. I was an Elmod for 2 days. I gave the world's worst advice. I believe the question was, "What's the best way to start an Aikido like opener?" And I linked them. Nut Hug's Extreme Run Edit single player replay where he like does the Tatsu Shoryuken kick, and I said that one's good. It gives you nice momentum. I got fired the next day.
Dude, you're a legend, aren't you, man?
I don't know why I'm not a legend rank. I feel like above anybody else, I deserve it.
Dude, I would so nominate you for a legend, man.
I've been trying to nominate myself forever. I've been sending in applications every few weeks. Actually, like try to do an opener for like 20 days, and then I just say fuck it and say feels bad, man, with a gun in my mouth to quit for like 3 months. So it's hard to like get that many rounds in and still want to make replays. And the people who are like capable of making replays continuously got knocked out. Have made a replay, they just don't submit it because they don't think it's good enough. And in reality, if they submitted like fucking Tori clapping Uke and then hacking all and exploding, they would have gotten by. Nobody else fucking submitted anything. And the fact that Jisse fucking stomped everybody out in like the first couple rounds, knocking so many people out, it just kind of got shitty after that because he fucking went inactive. I don't
Well,
know. There was no bad timing. I just feel like there was just too many people who just kind of stopped. The
so
SP
are
Cup kind of been notably like that though. It always gets kind of like really dead towards the end. There was one. All the ones that Nuthug competed in and won were the good ones.
so are you guys gonna work on that for next year?
I don't have anything to do with the SP Cup. Well, at least the last few years I haven't had anything to do with it.
Well, that was my last question. So you got anything you want to say to like the people of Tory Bash?
Follow me at PanthersJody at Twitter.com, www.twitter.com. In case you don't have an update date, Browder, you go https www.twitter.com/PanthersJody. Follow me there. Hit me up. DM me. It goes down in there.
Well, you heard him, folks. Hit him up on Twitter.
At PanthersJody.
Are there pics of you there?
My profile picture is a picture of Airbud.
Well, that's even better. Thanks for the great interview. Curator of
God
Cringe
bless.
out.